Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool strike agreement over Darwin Nunez transfer, with forward on verge of exit. Liverpool have reportedly agreed to sell Darwin Nunez to Al Hilal, with talks over personal terms still ongoing. The forward has been widely tipped to leave Anfield this summer following the arrival of Hugo Ekitike. Alexander Isak is also thought to remain on Liverpool's radar despite the Reds seeing a £110 million bid rejected by Newcastle last week. Nunez, who scored in Liverpool's friendly win over Athletic Bilbao on Monday, has been attracting interest from clubs in Europe and Saudi Arabia. A previous bid from Al Nassr was turned down in January as Liverpool aimed to keep their attacking options open. Napoli also made an approach this summer, but their proposed terms fell short of Liverpool's valuation. Now, it has been reported by Fabrizio Romano that Al Hilal are close to signing Nunez after reaching a club-to-club agreement with Liverpool. It is claimed that while a verbal agreement has been struck, negotiations over personal terms are still taking place. Al Hilal manager Simone Inzaghi is reportedly desperate to land Nunez, but the final decision will rest with the player himself. Earlier this week, it was reported that Nunez preferred the idea of staying in Europe over a move to the Middle East. AC Milan have also been credited with a desire to land the striker, who still has 3 years remaining on his current Liverpool contract. Nunez has fallen out of favour since the arrival of Arne Slot in the Reds' dugout. He was mostly confined to a backup role last season and saw his work rate criticised by the Dutchman. Speaking after Nunez came off the bench against Wolves and Aston Villa, when he missed an open goal, Slot said, "I helped him by saying you can miss a chance. I wasn't only hard on him. But for the second time in a row I wasn't happy with his work effort, against Wolves and against Villa. I can't accept if a player doesn't give everything. That is clear. I can accept it once, but twice was a bit too much. That's why I addressed it. If you miss a chance, you need to be fighting for the team." Nunez only managed 7 goals in all competitions last season despite playing 47 games for Liverpool. He was restricted to just 8 Premier League starts, with Cody Gakpo usually getting the nod ahead of him. Football, tennis, F1, boxing, cricket, rugby, golf, racing, flown, beathur, snooker, darts. Home sport, football. Liverpool officially confirm next transfer as Alexander Isak bid gets boost. Chelsea's dream attack with Garnacho transfer agreed and Rodgers bid. Shooter action MMO. Cross out. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is the Liverpool sale that Richard Hughes simply cannot sanction. It would be folly. Everton and Nottingham Forest are among the clubs who have been linked with Liverpool youngster Ben Doak in the summer transfer window. Rio Ngumaha is the current toast of Liverpool. In fairness, you can't blame fans for being excited about the teenage winger. There have been plenty of fledgling talents who have broken through at an early age but have subsequently floundered. Ben Woodburn is still the club's youngest ever goalscorer but finds himself at League Two Salford. Jerome Sinclair remains Liverpool's youngster player, aged 16 and 6 days, but has been out of professional football for the past 4 years. There are more examples that could be given. Being precocious does not equate to success down the line. However, there is a difficult feeling with Ngumaha. There is sentiment that he could indeed go on to have a stellar career. Given his performances in pre-season, scoring 3 goals and creating 2 more, it will not be a shock if he plays some sort of role in Arne Slot's side's Premier League title defence. His performances have been magnificent, and you can see why Chelsea were irked that they had the 16-year-old poached by Liverpool. Being a prominent member of the squad is unlikely, but after the sale of Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich, there is a berth available. Minutes off the bench and in cup competitions could well be what Liverpool have planned for Ngumaha. They'll want to expose him to senior action to help his development. It wasn't all that long ago when Ben Doak was the prospect Coppets were relishing seeing develop. Signed from Celtic in 2022, he recorded 11 goals and 8 assists across youth level in his maiden season, as well as being handed a debut against Derby County in the Carabao Cup only months after his arrival. A knee injury in the following campaign meant he was unavailable for the majority before he was loaned to Middlesbrough last term. Doak was making good progress at the Championship side and underlined he was capable of operating for a Borough outfit pushing for the Premier League. He was also rewarded with a breakthrough into the Scotland senior team. Yet another injury, this time to his thigh, means Doak did not play after January. He scored 3 times and set up 7 in 24 appearances for Middlesbrough. That was a respectable return for his maiden taste of regular first-team action, yet since arriving back at Anfield, there has been talk of a permanent departure. Crystal Palace and Ipswich Town were interested in January, while City rivals Everton, West Ham, Nottingham Forest and Wolves are said to hold an interest. Liverpool could bank a fee in the region of £20 to £25 million if they do wish to cash in. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our third news is Saudi giants agree move for Liverpool star. Liverpool defeated Spanish side Athletic Bilbao 3-2 in their final friendly before the start of the new season. The Reds hosted their Basque counterparts at Anfield on Monday and went ahead early on through talisman Mohamed Salah, before Oyhan Sancet drew the visitors level. Cody Gakpo then put the hosts back in front, before putting through his own net to level the game up once again. The Dutchman then capped a remarkable individual performance by scoring his second to restore Arne Slot's side's lead. The game was Liverpool's final friendly before they host Crystal Palace in the Community Shield at Wembley next week, with the Premier League champions then facing Bournemouth on the opening night of the new league season. In the meantime, it appears that one member of Slot's squad could soon be on his way out of Anfield. Fabrizio Romano claims that Saudi side Al Hilal have reached a verbal agreement with Liverpool over a deal for forward Darwin Nunez. The journalist claims that the Pro League outfit have agreed a deal to sign the Uruguayan and are now working on personal terms with the player. Nunez, 26, joined the Reds from Portuguese side Benfica in 2022 and has since played 143 times for the club across all competitions, scoring 40 goals and registering 26 assists. The forward only started 8 of Liverpool's 38 Premier League matches last term, though, primarily being used as a substitute by Slot. It is claimed that Al Hilal manager, Simone Inzaghi, is keen to bring the Uruguay international to the Middle East, with negotiations now well underway. Nunez is contracted to the Merseyside Giants until the end of the 2027-28 campaign, but it appears increasingly likely that the ex-Benfica man will depart Anfield this summer. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Liverpool player attracted to move after holding talks, club keen on perfect signing. RB Leipzig are intensively working on a move for Liverpool's Harvey Elliott this summer. That's according to Sky Deutschland, and they report the 22-year-old is high on Leipzig's target list. It's claimed the Bundesliga club have held discussions with Liverpool over signing Elliott. Sky further adds the attacking midfielder has held talks with Leipzig manager Ole Werner and their sporting director, Marcel Schäfer. Transfermarkt. Backs up the player talking to the 2 officials of the German club and provides more. Discussions have convinced the player as the report states he's now expressed his desire to join Leipzig. The possibility of playing regularly is attracting him to make a switch. Last season, Elliott was limited to 822 minutes from 28 games of which 360 minutes were in the Premier League. Transfermarkt. Makes no mention of Leipzig contacting the Reds to discuss a potential transfer. The Bundesliga club are leading the race to sign the Liverpool player. It's claimed they view him as a perfect replacement for Xavi Simons, who has been linked to Chelsea. Elliott's contract is until 2027, and neither Sky nor Transfermarkt.de mention the fee needed to convince Liverpool. Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Darwin Nunez is reportedly on the verge of leaving Liverpool after Saudi giants struck a transfer agreement with the Reds. The forward has held talks and is said to be attracted to the move, while Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes faces pressure not to sanction a key sale. The transfer window heats up as the Reds brace for major changes in their attacking lineup. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications, so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.